What do you like best about each other?
Careful.
I don't know. Careful. Yeah, careful. I'm not the most detail-oriented person, and so I need people around me who will actually pay attention to all the details. I tend to think much more about ideas, and Melinda's very good at keeping a lot of the details and making sure that we keep things moving.
So I take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Me? You didn't answer.
Oh, what do I like best about you? I've always found you fascinating. It's just, there's something about you that people are drawn to. I always have people come up to me after they've met you and they come across the room and I just met your husband and he's just wonderful. I just love him. I just always have to agree. So, yeah.
How and where did you meet?
At the Student Union.
We did meet at the Student
We
Union.
met at the Student Union at the University of Iowa in the rec center. So it was pool tables and video games.
Did play a lot of pool.
Played a lot of pool. We started working in the rec center the same semester. You looked at me in the most intense way.
I definitely believe in connection at first sight.
And I went back to someone else and said, who is he? No one ever looked at me like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one's specifically for you.
Yeah.
As a musician, what do you believe the arts provide in our lives and community?
We all need to escape from all the stress. So, I mean, it's a way to escape from stress. It's a way for people to connect.
When you think about important times in your life, you don't connect technology necessarily to those. You connect the arts, music or some pictures or something. So there's a part of our lives that are all about the arts. So
Yeah.
That's a weird question too. What do you think is the greatest invention? It's hard to say. I mean, each generation it's something different, and in the future it's this a lot of it's going to be about biology and how we start thinking about how we manage biology better. As an optics person, I'd have to say it's a laser, right? Laser was a big deal. It's allowed all of the internet and everything to happen.
Okay, so if you're saying a laser, then I get to say the piano.
That's a good one too.
Because the piano is the most perfect instrument.
Yeah. Tell me about one undergraduate experience at Iowa that would surprise me.
That would surprise you?
No, that would surprise
That would
anybody.
surprise people, okay.
People.
You've talked about playing pool, but at one point, I went and played pool enough so that I could go along because you were going back to the Big Ten championships. So I learned how to play well enough to beat one other person who wanted to go, because she wanted to go because her boyfriend was going to bowl, and I wanted to go because you were going to play pool for the men's side, so I had to beat her, and that was like crazy. It was such a close match. Nobody knows I actually had to play just well enough to represent the University of Iowa at the Big Ten Pool Championships one year.
What are you currently reading? I'm not reading any particular book, but I'm reading a lot of papers about leadership, reading and thinking about inclusive excellence, and how can we think as a university and really take advantage of all the experiences that others have had. So that's where I spend a lot of my time reading things.
That was the
I think
last
they
question.
did this. That was the last question?
That was the last question. So maybe this helped.
I think people got to hear a little bit about us.
Probably more than they wanted to know.
Probably. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got to know a little bit more about us. We want to certainly thank all of you for listening.